Greetings everyone, Wilderness Cooking invites you to join yet another thrilling episode. The local Azerbaijani markets are a hive of hustle and bustle, a place where people come not only to pick up some crispy lettuce or a perfect cut beef loin, but also to exchange news, share gossip, and soak in the rhythm of everyday life. Personally, the market serves as a prelude to creativity, a vibrant stage that sparks inspiration. There's something deeply motivating about the burst of colors from bell peppers, eggplants, and heaps of fragrant herbs piled high. Just look at these pomegranates. Their vivid ruby red skins are a feast for the eyes. Now, as I head further into the center of the market, make sure you've subscribed to the channel and liked the video to stay with me along the way. Here's the reason I came to this market. I needed a carp, but not just any carp. I was looking for a firm, fresh specimen with glistening scales and clear eyes, the kind that promises sweet, delicate flesh, perfect for what I have in mind. Luckily, we've got a seasoned professional here, someone who knows how to handle large fish with practiced ease. Descaling and filleting might look simple, but one wrong cut or a bit of hesitation can throw off the whole process. Precision matters, especially when the next steps depend on it. And that's another reason I adore markets. It's the service. You don't just shop here, you're taken care of. Everything you need, all at a price that doesn't pinch. Next on my shopping list, cilantro, parsley, and some green onions, the freshest harvest of the season. I'm so enamored with the scent of fresh herbs that I often have to stop myself from biting straight into a bunch of coriander, as if it were a crisp green apple. I have now left the bustle of the market behind and ventured deep into this arid, desolate desert. My destination? The famed mud volcanoes of Gubustan. These ancient formations hold an almost mythical status among locals, a place where the earth itself seems to breathe, bubble and whisper beneath your feet. This bubbling mud might look wild and otherworldly, but it's about to become part of our cooking. Straight from the heart of nature, untamed, unfiltered, and brimming with mineral-rich goodness. Chop, sip, and stir with style. Our custom-designed knives slice through anything from lamb shank to wild herbs. Grab our smoothie cup when you're on the go, and keep your drink just right with our thermos cup. And don't forget the multi-tool, ideal for campers, cooks, and everyday adventurers. Now, as I chop the onions, let me tell you my plans for this carp. We're having fish, and fish to me always calls for a generous splash of citrus and a mountain of fresh herbs. Every time I cook fish, there's one rule I swear by. If you're wanting to sync with flavor, you need the right combination of ingredients to coax out its soul. Not mask it, but elevate it. Let the fish shine while everything else plays back up. Aromatic, zesty, supportive. When it comes to fish, my ingredients follow a simple formula, a golden trinity if you will. A balance of sourness, freshness, and a touch of spice. Sourness brings brightness, freshness gives vibrancy and that gentle heat. It adds a quiet depth, a whisper of boldness that lingers just long enough to make you reach for another bite. I'm preparing a filling that brings together 3 stars: lime, onions, and pomegranates. Lime, for that bright lip-tingling acidity that wakes the whole dish up. And fresh coriander. Let's work it into this dish, adding a breath of green to the ensemble. In Azerbaijani homes, especially in the countryside, fish like this is often cooked in the sajie. Sometimes it's wrapped in vine leaves or coated in a salt crust, then tucked into the tandoor. Kırmızı. In Lankaran, where citrus grows well, they might squeeze native bitter oranges instead of limes. In the north, near the Caspian, they'd use kutum or kramulya, freshwater fish common to the region, and glaze it with nasharab, a thick, tangy pomegranate sauce slow cooked over hours. The fish is done. Stuffed generously with lime, onions, pomegranate seeds, and parsley. Now it's time to wrap it up. I take a large sheet of baking paper, lay it out like a blanket, and gently place the fish right at the center. Wrapping it this way does more than keep it neat, it lets the flavors marry even further as it rests. Let's start cooking, for real this time. We take the stuffed carp, wrap tightly in baking paper, and begin to cover it with mud. Yes, real mud. This method is older than memory, used by shepherds and fishermen who had no pots, just fire and earth. The fish, sealed inside this earthy cocoon, will be placed right on the coals. As it bakes, the mud hardens into a crust, locking in every drop of moisture, every note of lime and pomegranate, until the fish is as tender as a whisper. If this cooking journey stirred your curiosity, or maybe even made your stomach growl, don't forget to like the video, and if you want to keep wandering with me through fire, flavor, and tradition, subscribe to the channel. The shell is hard now, baked solid by fire. Let's lift the top off, and steam immediately rushes out, hot, perfumed, and wild. Look at the fish, golden, glistening, soaked in the soul of lime, onions, parsley, and pomegranates. And that, my friends, is the magic of fire and earth. Look at that. The filling's done exactly what we wanted. The onions are soft, the parsley's wilted just enough, and those pomegranate seeds, they've held their shape. This is the kind of moment I wish you could smell through the screen. Super. I really hope you try this at home, and if you do, if you can recreate even a little bit of this magic, write me, let me know how it turned out. Until next time, stay curious, stay hungry.
Kanalımıza dəstək olmaq istəyirsinizsə, onlayn mağazamızdan xüsusi bıçaq və ya taxta qablarımızı əldə edə bilərsiniz. Mağazanın linki videonun altındakı təsvirdə var. Super.